Peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Ooh, what's going on? As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation. Comments and concerns, questions and answers, building and destroying. Know that this is a space of intelligence and integrity. This is your space, a space of love, a space where we come together, united. Melanated men and melanated women. United, looking for a path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. Please keep all funding information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Fund the war effort. There's a war going on outside. No one is safe from. Okay? No one is safe from. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Find out your triggers. Find out your traumas. Let's work together to get you a management plan before it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait till you're in the Waffle House getting tased. Don't wait till you're in Target and security is cuffing you up for the police. Don't wait until they escorting you off the work site. Nah, it's too late. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of domestic violence counseling or domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of intimate relationship abuse consultation, intervention, intimate relationship, okay? You and your mother-in-law that live with you, you and your father-in-law that hired you. You understand what I'm saying? You and your siblings, you and your barber, beautician, intimate relationships. You understand? Yeah. You and yourself, if you're abusing yourself, man, listen, if you need it, book an assessment. Find out the warning signs that you should be alerted to. The behaviors that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics of individuals, right? That you need to be aware of. Remember, the life you save could be your own. It could be your own. Man, can y'all see? Can y'all see? Yeah, it's getting a little dark in here. Might have to, turn on the lights. Let me see how this look. Hold on. Let me see if I could turn on the light and it don't blind y'all. Give me a second. Yeah. Let me see. Ta-da! Yeah, let's get to it. Let's see. Yeah. 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 We here. And we got a lot to get into. Yeah, we got a lot to get into today. Let me make sure this is nice and right. Poison Babylon. Poison Babylon. Yeah, we got a lot of people to tag. It's Saturday. It's raining up here. It's raining and flooded down south. Y'all don't have nothing to do. Yeah, your kids is in there playing the damn games. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, the other parent to your chillins is gone. Yeah. Uh-huh. Done got all your funds and money and stressed you out. You need to come over here, sit right here with us. Yeah. Get your mind right. Yeah, but we got a lot of tagging to do. We got a lot to cover. Up and down. Emotions rolling. Up and down. Smiles and tears. But we're going to get to it. So first of all, somebody tag Detroit. If you're in the D, yeah, tag Detroit. Tag him where he at, Judge Kenneth King. Tag him. Yeah. Tag him. He got to come to class again. Yeah. While you are so at it, tag Carl Anthony Towns. Yeah, we got to speak on it. We got to speak on it. And I know some of you sister comrades may not be into basketball like that. But the Knicks can kiss my ass. Okay? Sick of y'all shit. Y'all been doing this shit since Mark Jackson. Carl Anthony Towns, come to class and bring your little thotty dot with you. Yeah, come on through. David Banner, somebody tag David Banner. Tell him to come to class. Yes, David Banner, come on through. And the California Black Caucus. So to all my people in the Bay Area, all my people in Sacramento, my LA people, yeah. Tag them. Tell them politicians to come on through. Tag them. Tag the family of Chino XL. Yes. Tag the family of Chino XL and his daughters. We got to speak on what they are saying now led to his demise. Tag him and anybody else who may be going through a tough time. I'm deadly serious about that, man. If you feel that you are right and exact and you don't need it, cool, right? But definitely fund the war effort for somebody who may be going through it and need the services. That happens a couple of times a week where I'm able to break free from my schedule and assist somebody that's in need, especially now where we're speaking so much about suicide prevention. So tag one of them, okay? Tag their family members and, again, tag yourselves, okay? Tag the family of Elijah McClain and the justice system who just dishonored and disrespected this young man. Tag them. And I think that's about it. Tag yourselves. Tag your classmates. Because we rocking and rolling. Today is not a day to get a 55. Today is not a day to be absent. So tag them. Tag your classmates and let's see who in class today. Wait, Joey of Hustle and Smoke, the flat lever is first in the spotty spot. Yes, lovely lady, we see you. A Wood, Detroit is in the house. Let's go, A Wood. We talking to you and yours. Cool K King in the spot. Corey Grant in the spot. Philip Boone. E. Blandon. Yeah, we see you. Bushhead. Zone 864 TV. Tierra Green without T. Tierra. D. Haven Irby. D. Haven Irby. Marcy. Man, he ain't even the mayor of Marcy because somebody took that. Yeah, we got to get at the Big Smoke. Big Smoke been saying he is the mayor of Marcy. D. Haven Irby. Where we gonna put you at? We gonna put you as the executive CEO COO, the Duke. Marcy's in the spotty spot. We see you up in here. Let's go. Let's go. We see you up in here. C Blaze, my sniper's up in here. April Brown, educator extraordinaire. We got the DMV up in here. Sham Allah, peace. Peace, we see you down. Maddox is up in here. Jean, Pierre, we see you up in here. Bionic Prince is up in here. What's going on? Yeah, Melon. What up, Melon Pep? We see you. Marco, what's going on? George Johnson. Tom is up in the spotty spot. Angel's up in the spotty spot. Yeah, we see you, Angel. Represent. Don't be playing now. Yes. Thrax. Pax TV. Merklo too. Leatherface 55. 55. Leatherface 55. Yeah. Hearttunes TV's up in the spot. Kenny's Unholy Grail. Ciara Holmes in here. Yeah. CR Prophet Getters 55 for you. Marguerite McDonald Music. We see you. Mouth, Dad. Philly in the building. 55 for you, Mouth. 55. Yeah. We see you. Hey, Ghost is up in the spotty spot. Yeah. Ryan 55. 55 gang is up in here on a Saturday. Yeah, it's getting hot already. Hold up. First and foremost, again, we're going to be on a roller coaster today. So, let's get Mr. Chino XL and his family. Again, we send our deepest, heartfelt condolences and send universal strength and healing to the family of legendary MC Chino XL. His daughters, as a collective, and his family, I believe yesterday, gave a statement to the world of what was the rappers, well, they want to call him a rapper, the MCs, because he was definitely an MC. His cause of death, let me read it. Friday, September 27th, there's an update on the late New Jersey MC's cause of death. According to a statement from Chino XL's family, shared by various sites, Chino, born Derek Barbosa, died from suicide. With the most profound sadness imaginable, we share the news that our beloved father decided to end his own life. It's been the most painful and personal experience of our lives, but in honor of Suicide Awareness Month, we decided to share this truth. Dad would hope that this news may help someone else stay alive. Chino's cause of death was listed as asphyxia as a result of ligature hanging. And again, the statement continues. Our father filled our lives with lessons and so much love. We are incredibly proud of who he was, of all that he achieved, of his huge heart, and of all he shared with the world. The indelible mark he leaves on hip-hop, and the love and support he exchanged with countless friends and fans are what we hope to be the cornerstone of his legacy. While this loss is unimaginable for us, we also understand that so many others will miss our dad. Hug everyone you love as often as you can. Again, us, our class, right? This beautiful class that we have built and that we share. We send our deepest heartfelt condolences, and we extend our powers, right? The universal powers of truth, and we push healing to the family of Chino XL. And again, if anybody, and I don't care who it is, if anybody in this class is ever going through it, reach out. I believe that I may be the only, and I'm deathly serious about it, I'm probably the only individual on social media that is consistent in answering emails, DMs, messages consistently. Do not feel like you are at wit's end and you don't have anyone to reach out to, because this is what I do, not only as a profession but as a mission, because every second that passes you are winning. There is nothing so heavy that you should feel as if you want to just check out. It always gets better. Give it some time. It always gets better. Trust me. I'm talking about, I don't care what condition you believe that you are in. Man, give it 5 minutes. Give it 10 minutes. You understand? Trust and believe. The more time you give it, the more you'll be able to figure it out. Okay? Trust in the process. Reach out. Just trust in the process. And for real, like I said, we could have testimonials to how many people I have some type of communication with throughout the day. You dig what I'm saying? This is why I'm telling you, it is a task for me. It is. This is something that, I've been doing before I actually knew that I was doing it. Calm down. Take a few deep breaths. Allow somebody, anybody, to assist you before you make that decision. Trust and believe. I know things hurt, but it is never that deep, yo. Never. Life can change in an instant. In an instant. There's just things that we have to struggle through, and all of us are not equipped with the tools to make it through. Okay, that is a learning. We are in an unnatural condition. Okay, we are, it just is. We're in some man-made structure, institution, capitalism, enslavement, oppression. This is man-made. It is not natural. And with it comes a lot of garbage. Okay? No one teaches you how to navigate through it. And that is purposely done. Okay? So it is not your fault that you may be going through some type of housing situation. It is not your fault that you are going through some type of financial situation. It is not your fault that every time you look somewhere, doors is closing and collapsing around you. This is purposely done. Don't let this shit break you. No. Breathe deep, reach out, and somebody, anybody, may give you just a few little bit, spaces of energy that you need to get you over the hump. Don't end it. Don't. Okay? So that's what I want to get that out of the way. Okay? I'm telling you, it's a lot in this class. We're going to be going through it. Sit down and buckle up. Okay? We're going to get some highs. We're going to get some lows. Okay? But what we're going to do is make sure we touch it. Because y'all can't keep sending me things and think I'm not going to address them. All right? But I need time. So y'all got to give me... Listen, it's only 24 hours in a day, damn it. Okay? I got to sleep. I got to eat. I got to earn a nickel and a dime. But we're going to get to it, okay? Next up. Now, we talked about this damn individual in class and his stupid ass. Yeah. Yeah, we got on him. Somebody tagged Detroit. Somebody tag Judge Kenneth King. Get him in class now. Yeah, y'all remember the fool. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Abuse of Power. Mr. I took an oath to be an ignorant somebody. Yeah. If y'all don't recall, let's refresh your memory. Yeah. Remember him? The judge who thought he was Joe Brown? Remember the judge who thought he was Judge Mathis, you know, because he was from Detroit too. He thought he could talk slick and be mean and, you know, the one who put handcuffs and county jail clothes on a young teenager, right, who was going through a housing situation, who was going through a struggle, who wasn't able to get sleep. He handcuffed her. Put her in prison clothes, county jail clothes, embarrassed her in front of classmates. And this wasn't at a hearing. This was because she was falling asleep on a class trip. Yeah, a class trip to the courthouse. And he wowed out. Well, your man got demoted. Yeah, he got demoted. Let's go through it. A Detroit judge who was temporarily removed after ordering a teenager into jail clothes and handcuffs during a field trip is back on the bench, but assigned to speeding tickets and other relatively minor offenses. Yeah. Judge Kenneth King lost courtroom duties in August and was ordered into social emotional training by the chief judge at 36th District Court. Instead of handling key hearings in major felonies, he returned this week to the court's traffic division. Yeah. We appreciate his efforts in preparing for this role and wish him success as he transitions into his new responsibility, said another judge in a written statement. King's attorney said the judge is willing to work anywhere at the court. Yeah, so of course he's willing to work anywhere because instead of him, right, getting tossed up out of there, having his licenses and all that revoked, right, instead of doing all that, he just got demoted. So I don't think, I got to look it up now. Remember, y'all gave me a lot of stuff. I don't think he loses too much bread. But damn, yeah, instead of dealing with felonies, dudes that's coming through with hammer charges and robberies and all that, being an effective person. Yeah. They got his ass in ticket court. Traffic violations and all that. Grandma missed the damn stop sign and she taking it to trial. Yeah. Fool and got demoted. Like Al Bundy. Remember Al Bundy? Thought he was top flight security or Polk High. And dudes jammed him. Took the little trophy. And his ass got demoted like Brandon. Yeah, and they done took the stripes off of him and kicked him up. Get up out of here. Your services is no longer needed. Yeah. Took his ass down. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Took the stripes. Give me that shit. Took his badge. Broke his little nightstick and shit. Yeah, judge. Oh, they done took his goddamn gavel. Gave him some little shit. Yeah, instead of the big felony shit, you got to take your ass to misdemeanor. Not even misdemeanor, that's violations. Get your ass down there. But they do wield a little bit of power. I tell you, they do mess your life up. This is why I speak the way I speak. And I'm telling you, mark my words, this is me. It's never going to be a sellout or switching because I go through things on a regular basis when it comes to the system. Now, let me tell you a story about the traffic court and all that, right? Listen, now, we know anywhere in New York City, Brooklyn, shit, we know where the speed traps and all that, especially in high crime neighborhoods like ours, right? Like East New York. So now, years ago, I'm driving, doing my regular. We got speed cameras everywhere. We got all this, and this is new when they first was doing it. The 25 mile, the Blasio era shit. I see the police. Mind you, I see it. I see him on the corner, right? Looking dead at him. Light is yellow. I'm coasting. Yellow, I get right through. Don't have to speed up, nothing. Hit the corner, they come bursting out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's going on? Pull me, yo, what up? Yo, you ran a red light. Ran a red light? What are you talking about? This shit is yellow. Oh, punk ass, Ofe, youngin'. Oh, listen, homie, I'm not gonna argue with you. We in the high crime area. Dudes is getting clapped. Somebody's probably getting stuck up down the block, the store, anything. You pull me for that? Mind you, at the time, I was still working with the nonprofit, right? Anti-gun violence, the whole uniform on. I'm looking at you. I'm in the community going to work. You mean to tell me you think I'm that dumb? That I'm going to run the red light in front of you? And I wasn't speeding. It's not like I'm speeding. I'm making a turn. You really? Really? I got to go to court. Write it up. I'm going to court. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Get to court. It's a black judge. I'm looking, he looking. I'm looking, he looking. I'm looking, he looking. I'm looking, he might think I'm younger. I'm older than him. I'm looking right at him. Here come this old dusty little old fake cop. I'm going to trial on it. Yeah. Gave my ID, just like they asked you to do, veteran's ID. Yeah. Let me see if I could pull the veteran card out. Veteran of the United States Army. No tickets on the driver's license. Driving since I've been home at that time. Probably was home about 7, 8 years. I don't know. Everything. No accidents, never nothing, no infractions, nothing. Veteran, and I'm working. Tell a judge, black judge, punk ass traffic ticket. I don't believe you, I believe the officer. Bump! Whoa, really? I speak from experience. It don't matter. Your melanin, nothing. They in that system, that's what they do. That's it. You don't use discernment. You don't use reasoning. You don't. I told you I'm looking at them. They didn't say I was speeding. He in here. He didn't say I was speeding. So how could I run a red light right in front of you, not speeding? What would possess me to do that? So, middle finger the system. Again, I'm telling you, I don't talk and be so resolute in my beliefs and convictions because every time you test it, they fail a test. Black man, judge, traffic court. Yeah. Ruined you. Ruined me. Yeah. Take it. Yeah. Ticket end up being like 200 or some old wild shit. Okay. But I'm going to see that black judge again, and I know it. Why? Because that's how it works. When you with politicians and they have these little galas and fundraisers and funding events and all this other bullshit, you're going to see him, and I'm still waiting to see him. That's why I tell you, I don't never forget a face, nothing. Now I see his punk ass, and he going to be just like Judge Kenneth King. Looking for something, talking about how black they are, and you got to be part of the system, and the shit never works at all. Yeah. So this judge, again, got his ass demoted because he couldn't use his eyes and see that this young black child was tired. Who else other than an extremely tired young person is going to fall asleep on a class trip? Not only did he not look at her and see her as a young black little girl, he didn't even notice that she might have been a young little black girl with issues on a class trip. So now your dumbass got demoted for trying to be the extra supercharged nigger. You got demoted. Took your little punk ass stripes, so now you can exercise your power in traffic court. Yeah. Yeah. Detroit. So move, you get a ticket. Yeah, move, you gonna see him and tell him that we talks about him in class twice already. And I'm sure by the end of next year, he gonna do something dumb in traffic court. Yeah, he probably gonna wow out on a grandmother, some curse somebody out, because he gonna think to himself, I used to be a contender. He thought his ass was going to the Supreme Court or something. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. They thought he was going to be Clarence Thomas or some damn body, Thurgood Marshall. Man, you ain't even make Judge Mathis status. You ain't even get a TV show. Maybe he might get one. Maybe, yeah, send his ass to Zeus Network. He might get a little traffic court TV with Kenneth King. Oh, bum ass. Get your ass out of here, man. Get out of class. You getting demoted around this piece here, man. Yeah. Hold that. Hold that. That's where we at with it right now with him. Yeah, looking wild. Should have known that. You see that other picture in the thumbnail? He got a derby. That's what type of dude. You wearing derbies in the town. And shit. We don't do that. I don't care who it is. We don't do derbies and pork pie hats and all that, thinking it's slick. Ooh, we. Ooh-wee. Derbies with a vest. If you wear it, listen, if your shoe fit, wear it. Damn it, we don't do it. I already told y'all about that. You don't do shoes. We don't wear derbies. You know, wimpy hats and shit looking like you need a hot dog, hamburger, and all that, borrowing a nickel for Popeye ass. Yeah. Take your demotion, sir. I guarantee you, you won't look at little black children like that again. I guarantee you that. Whatever thoughts he had in his head, I am sure he regrets that day. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Guarantee you that. Now, what's next? Yeah, we got a lot to get into today. Hold on, where's my pen? I gotta start marking off some of this stuff here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We got Chino Excel. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got this judge demoted looking like Al Bundy and shit. Got rid of him. Yeah. Now, this is going to be a little emotional for some people who were really, because a lot of people were invested in this case. A lot of people were. The young child who, again, you know, if he was of an Ofe DNA, they would have considered him a child, right? Elijah McClain. Which still, you know, it just, I believe that I didn't get into the case because of my niece, right? I have an autistic niece. Matter of fact, this birthday, she turned 17, right? And she's on the spectrum. She's not vocal. She has a communication device. She's gotten much better over the years. And you know, assisting my sister with her over the years is, you know, for me, I don't know how other people handle it or deal with it, but for me, it's been, man, very enlightening just to watch how she moves, how she processes. You understand? It gives me a different take on a lot of little things that I used to believe. Because what we do, we believe that, you know, the world, the universe revolves around us and our thinking and what should be done and needs to be done. And a lot of times we don't think about them. You understand? We don't even take the time to really, really, really recognize how the world and life may look at from their point of view, right? The things that we seem to say is so important, they manage without. So I always, you know, whenever I'm there and I'm looking and I'm seeing them talking and communicating, how we communicate, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I learn a lot. Again, that's all I do. I'm a learner. I want to learn and speak from experience, not some shit I read. That's about 20, 30%. But to apply what you know, right? Because you have theory, that then you have practice. Theory and practice. Theory without practice is garbage. You just running your damn mouth. It becomes rhetorical at a certain point. And practice without theory. Just doing shit, just impulsively get your head knocked off. That's what it does, right? You don't have that balance. So you have to have a balance in that. So I really didn't go into Elijah McClain's story and case at that time. We're talking, listen, people may think that this just happened, man. This happened in 2019. Okay? So in 2019, Elijah McClain was walking home, and like many of us melanated people, he was stopped by the police. Like I said, I didn't get into police statements or any of that about why they decided to stop him. For me, that point is moot. It just is. And I keep telling y'all that anytime we're living in a society where people, derelict people who may be on a spectrum themselves, not too bright, but because they can pass a test, because they can shuffle themselves through a police academy of some sort, that they have the authority to stop you. It is, yo, I'm telling you, that is one of the most dangerous spaces of injustice. And people just don't get it. No one. And I'm telling you, as you move through your journey of consciousness and being woke, there's specific spaces and pieces that have to be the foundation. And you have to understand no one has power and authority over you. No one. You have to understand that. No one. And that is the basic, that's the very basics. Forget about sovereignty. Forget about whatever organized institutions of religion you may believe in. No one has the power or authority over you. When you are truly woke and conscious, you understand that you are here as a result of a divine intelligence. You are here as a universal being of truth. You're not an accident. So no one should ever be in a space where they can diminish your value by saying, halt, who goes there, or stop where you go. And that is the most triggering space for me. Because police do not know what the hell they're doing. So they were in violation then. Strict violation. And that is the horror of it. That is the triggering piece, because that could have been anyone's child. Anyone on the spectrum or not. And that is what we have become socialized to just shrug our shoulders to, that, yo, it's the police, they could stop us at any time. Nah, no. And the bullshit about constitutional law and laws and codes, you know, man, get that shit out of your mainframe. You respect it for what it is by understanding and acknowledging your political position, okay? That's what you're doing. We know and understand that under these oppressed conditions, we are not organized as a military force to defend ourselves, and we do not have an organization to challenge them in courts. That's it. That is why you respect the law. You get what I'm saying? You respect the law because you do not have what they have. An institution, okay, to defend yourself against their injustices. Because if all you're going to do is go to their own people, right, to, y'all did wrong. Y'all did wrong. And you need to correct that. We seen what just happened, right? We just seen the brother get put to his own demise. They just put him down, even though prosecutors in their own language said, nah, y'all shouldn't do it. So you have to know and understand that. This is why you don't break the law. This is why you don't move in a criminal mindset. That when you're moving with knowledge of self. You're remaining militant and understanding that when you're pulling away from this system, when you're pulling away from these institutions, that you're moving in a manner of which you are revolutionary. Like Jonathan Jackson said, we are the revolutionaries. You understand what I'm saying? We don't move as criminals. You respect that, and you respect it by staying far away from it. You stay and remain far from their reach. You think they're playing when they say the long arm of the law? We laughed about that shit in the Bugs Bunny cartoons and all that. No. It's seriousness. So the police stop him. Not only do they stop him, but just like many other instances, they stop him and don't recognize him for being who he is and who he was, because it's obvious to a duck when you look in his face and see how he's communicating that he's not criminal, that he's not aggressive. So they didn't stop because, again, they see us as their victim. They don't see you as a citizen. They don't view you as a citizen. They see you as somebody who is either criminal or, in many cases, one of their victims. So they can go back into the locker room and talk about how they beat you or maimed you or lynched. Or, if not in their locker room, back to the KKK lounge. You dig what I'm saying? Or the lodge of Freemasons or whatever the hell they do, and say, yeah, I got me a Negro. Yeah. This is what people don't understand. They believe that that mindset, that energy left them. That doesn't leave them. It doesn't. We are in an institution. And an institution consistently reaffirms itself. If we were thought of as 3/5 of a man back then, that continues. The institution of racism continues. So we are consistently still being lynched. So when you see someone that's considered weak, right? Someone that may be drunk, someone that may be high, someone that may be inebriated, a woman, a child, somebody on an autistic spectrum, instead of stopping and pausing, nah, they turned it up a notch. They turned it up a notch. And so he ended up unalived, right? Well, listen to him. Now, if you think I'm playing, he didn't fit a description. He didn't fit a profile. But even after that, you still don't see that this is a young man who has struggles. You still don't see that this is not some violent felony, right? Felony engaging person. No. Then he vocalizes it. When McClain pleads with officers, Elijah McClain, my name is Elijah McClain, officer, right? We had to use carotid, which means they put something in his carotid, right? Elijah McClain, that's all I was doing. I was just going home. I'm an introvert and I'm different. Officer, I heard some snoring. Elijah McClain, I'm just different. I'm just different, that's all. That's all I was doing. Officer, it was actually Rosenblatt's. He reached for your hammer, dude. Elijah McClain, I'm so sorry. I have no gun. I don't do that stuff. I don't do any fighting. Why would you inaudible me? I don't do inaudible. I don't even kill flies. I don't eat meat. But I'm not a vegetarian. And this is why they are assaulting him. Okay? I don't judge people or anything. I try to live in secret. And I respect all life. This is this young man pleading and begging, not fully understanding what's going on and what's happening. Okay? And before he ended it, he told him, I can't breathe. Same thing. Same thing Eric Garner said. Same thing George Floyd said. Eric Garner, big brolic dude, fighting, struggling for his melanated life. Right? George Floyd, big melanated man, fighting, struggling for his melanated life. And here this is a child with struggles who even at 23 didn't understand that they was going to meet their demise right there at the hands of people who not built for it. Who's not built for it. The average police. I'm telling you, if they not a detective, right? If they not homicide detectives here, they not narcos, if they still in that uniform, they derelicts, man. But they have enough because of the institution just to stop you, to do what they want. That is not how the universe set things up. In the mathematical equation of the individual, of the melanated person, nobody has that right to disturb you. Like I told y'all before, we all have the potential to be greater. That is what life is. When you learn to walk, when you get knowledge of self, you become greater. Nobody is supposed to disturb your potential to be greater. And you grow every second that passes, every minute. You're growing, you're learning, you're absorbing what the life that you have brought forth, you got here. Nobody's supposed to do that. Definitely not no derelict officer who lived terrible, horrible lives outside of the uniform. So they took his life. Now, legally and in the justice system, of course, they went through it. Okay, we blame it on the paramedics. They the ones that hit him. We go with the stuff and all, just went all the way around until we get to police getting off and the paramedics are the ones that was getting the time for it. Yeah. Now, where was this? Ironically, in Aurora, Colorado, where now all of a sudden they're in the news again, right? So what they do, they hit them, bang them, bomb. What they bang them with? Ketamine. Now, who else had ketamine? Why is that sounding familiar? Who got caught with ketamine? Mm-hmm. Because this is what they banged him with, which eventually ended him, right? Let's see what happened here. Yeah. Yeah. How the hell? This is the substance. This is the chemical that unalived this young man. Mm-hmm. Right? How the hell did he get it? How the hell did the puffster get it? What is going on? Like, if that is something, again, that we know, that we heard about through this case, I mean, and we heard about it. There were protests, right? For this, there was, it was moving. This was a movement because, again, they tried to throw it up under the rug. And even Old Face was upset. Yeah. The Old Face had a violin vigil for Elijah McClain. And in that vigil, do you know that the same police came through and tear gassed Old Face at a vigil? They playing violins. They're playing violins at the vigil. And they came in there like stormtroopers and tear gassed the vigil for this young man's. Really? What was the message behind that? What was the message behind that? Nothing but terror. Nothing but terror. Do we know the family? Do we know Elijah McClain's family? Do we have to research and see? Maybe they are some nationalists. Maybe they might be some melanated nationalists. They gotta be, because why? Why did this turn into that? Anyway, right? The EMS workers, the paramedics, they the ones got charged and end up getting sentenced on this. Okay? Now, a couple of them got 14 months, right? Who was it? Jeremy Cooper. He got 14 months. But the main one, right? And I'll blow his name, mess it up, but we're going to call him Peter. Peter C. got 5 years. 5 years for it. Okay? He gets to a judge, right? That they're asking on appeal for modification. Judge throws it out. Gives this man probation. He's immediately let go. Let's go. Here we go. The ruling comes after the defense filed a motion to modify Peter C's sentence under a provision in state law that allows a court to modify a mandatory sentence after the defendant has served at least 119 days in prison. At his sentencing, Peter C. was granted 70 days of confinement credit for time already served. So this is what they did. This judge sentenced you to 5 years. I'm going to let you go. Colorado Attorney General, whose office prosecuted the case, had opposed the modification, arguing in part in court filings that a sentence modification would undermine the jury's verdict, and that Peter C. had admitted in court to knowingly overdosing McClain. He admitted in court. Okay? He admitted in court. The state noted in its response to the defense's motion that McClain's mother objected to any modification of the sentence, sends a strong message that no profession, whether a paramedic, a nurse, a police officer, an elected official, or a CEO, should be immune from criminal prosecution for actions that violate the law and harm people. This is what they said. They even notified the mother, Elijah's mother, and the family, as they usually do when, people put in appeals and sentencing, especially since this was a nationally watched case. She even made statement. The state put it in the brief. Like, how are you going to undermine the jury's verdict like that? But this is the law. It can happen at any given time. It can even happen from state to federal level. People file writs and all. Y'all just don't understand how extensive the legal system is. Anyway, they let this dude home. Now, mind you, people are up in arms because this case happened in 2019. A lot of them wasn't found guilty till December 2003, and this dude was just sentenced in March. So it's like he did 70 days, and he's out on probation. So we have to always ask ourselves, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Our lives are not valued here. So how can you believe that our votes are valued? How can you believe that our labor is valued? It's not. It's not. So it doesn't matter if Obama was melanated or Kamala is melanated or any of this. It doesn't matter. Right? That's the technology. That's the bullshit. That's the cloak. You don't matter. Not if you're alive or you meeting your demise, because the system, the institution of the system pulls resource from you. You understand? It pulls resource from you being there because we have become people who acknowledge that. We acknowledge them. We stand down and allow them to keep moving, to allow the machine to keep working. When we relinquish our militancy, you dig? So that's what this class is always about. You gotta remain militant. And when you feel that little shit in your chest, say, nah, this ain't right. I gotta move. I gotta pull back. I have to find a way. That is consciousness. That is woke. That is revolutionary. To pull back and say, yo, hold up. Nah, you're not eating off me. No, my labor is not going to contribute to the upkeep of this. No, I'm not participating in that because it has consistently undermined who I am, who we are. That is the science of revolutionary struggle. That is the science of militancy and becoming one who is seeking liberation. I have to understand that. There was absolutely no reason for them to stop that man. There was absolutely no reason for George Zimmerman to stop Trayvon Martin. None. No reason. But when you are raised in a society, when you still don't understand the language of the Ofe, the body language of the Ofe, the determination that they have, right, to keep you up under their boot, you're going to act like it's all good. And in this case, this is what it's become. Elijah's family lost him. There's somebody who's just going to go on probation, have a few beers, and scratch his little dirty ass whenever he feels like it. That's He just told his family that that little young man life wasn't worth nothing. It wasn't worth nothing. Why do we consistently stand down to these systems and institutions by participating in it? You don't have to. We don't have to at all. We don't. We've been conditioned. And because we hear the language from those that appear to be us, consistently playing in it. Nah. You have to understand what this shit is about and how it moves and how you have the power to change it. Simple as that. Don't bow down to it. Don't bow down to them. If you're new to my class, listen, my classes consistently speak on it. Listen with clean ears. Go back, class after class after class. I'm telling you to remain militant. Remain militant. Control your anger, and when it's time to rage, that's what we're going to do. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm telling you. Let's move on. Since we are speaking on politics, as we almost do every class, we have to speak on these soft-ass, cowardly-ass members of the California Black Caucus. Yeah, we got to speak on them. Yeah. Yeah, so Californians, tag your peoples, man. Tag your peoples. I'm trying to figure out how we get there. With California. Okay? California, the springboard for many when it comes to black militancy. Right? For many, because the shining example of the Black Panther Party for self-defense. Oakland, right? That gave us a realization of what militancy looked like. It pushed people in a very determined direction. Never seen anything or anyone like it. Right? California, Oakland, the Bay, and it spread like wildfire because it spoke to the nature of who we are. Right? Fighters, providers, those who can govern themselves, establish what they want to call programs. Programs. Another word, or the Euro word for taking care of oneself. You understand? It wasn't a program. We were taking care of ourselves. And you had to understand that you had to put it in a way that some who follow English and the Euro Ofe text, right? We had to give it to them in a language that they understand. Right? How did we get here? How did we get to this with a Black Caucus who we just spoke about a couple of weeks ago, with them not allowing the bills to be passed, not even putting it on the table for reparations, which so many came to this class, which so many consistently come to me and you don't know we gonna get reparations based on California. We gonna get it. Yeah, that's the push, which I keep telling y'all over and over again. You ain't getting shit. Not from these old phase. That you gotta get it in blood. Yeah, right? Yeah, this same Black Caucus now accepted a letter from Governor Newsom. Really? A letter. A letter. How far, and I mean how far removed are we from the ways of the Panther? From Huey? Yeah, man. Little Bobby. Geronimo Pratt. How far removed are we from George and Jonathan Jackson and Fleeta Drumgo? Bill Christmas. How far removed? Okay? Let's listen to a piece of what Governor Gavin Newsom. Check this out. As we confront the lasting legacy of slavery, I'm profoundly grateful for the efforts put forward by Chair Wilson and the members of the California Legislative Black Caucus. The state of California accepts responsibility for the role we played in promoting, facilitating, and permitting the institution of slavery, as well as its enduring legacy of persistent racial disparities. Building on decades of work, California is now taking another important step forward in recognizing the grave injustices of the past and making amends for the harms caused. Making amends for the harm caused. And they got the letter, and they standing there, and these niggas is smiling. Even the young girl who just undermined her mama's whole movement towards getting reparations, just a smiling and cheesing with this punk ass old face. A letter. Right? Now, some may say, oh, at least he acknowledged it. At what point do we need any old faith to acknowledge what has been done? I keep telling y'all that language is everything. Language is everything because it sets in motion your thought, your processing, and eventually how you manifest. I don't need you to acknowledge that. I know because I still hear the cries of our ancestors. I still hear the cries and the stories of our elders. I still hear it. I was in prison walls with members of the BLA, with members of the Black Panther Party, with members of Republic of New Africa, and heard the stories of men that's in there for life, of the destruction of our bodies. I don't need no old faith to acknowledge nothing. What are you still doing? They throw that shit in your face with Roots and Harriet and Underground and book after book. And Harry Louis Gates consistently telling y'all what was going on. Not only through the enslavement, but when you conscious and you woke, who really understand. Henry, Dr. the great John Henry Clark. Other historians consistently letting us know what time it is, what took place. We need them to tell us. You really need a study? No. At this point, what are we doing? Now the bankers, the Bagelmeisters, they love reiterating what was done to them, the reparations that they got, and never, ever forgetting old Adolf. They get a kick out of that. He didn't go through nothing that we continuously go through. Yes, Dr. Ben as well. We know. We books upon books. Yeah, they came before Columbus. Destruction of a black civilization from God's earth. We could continuously go over and over and over and over and over. You understand? From historic pieces to biographies, man, to news articles. We don't need that. But they settled for a letter. So much so, here's her statement. As chair of the California Legislative Black Caucus, I am deeply grateful to Governor Newsom for signing this critical set of reparations bills, which have been key priorities for our caucus. These bills lay a meaningful foundation to address the historic injustices faced by Black Californians, and I want to extend my sincere thanks to my fellow caucus members and the advocacy leaders who have championed this effort. This is a multi-year effort, and I look forward to continuing our partnership with the governor on this important work in the years to come as we push toward lasting justice and equity, said Assembly Member Lori D. Wilson, as if she knows the universal plans for Governor Newsom, as if he's going to be here for years and years. But she's ready to work with this old faith for years and years to come. As if it hasn't been years and years, decades and decades, centuries and centuries already. You find it in your heart to make this claim. This is a monumental achievement born from a 2-year academic study of the losses suffered by Black Americans in California due to systematic bigotry and racism. Healing can only begin with an apology. The state of California acknowledges its past actions and is taking this bold step to correct them, recognizing its role in hindering the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness for Black individuals through racially motivated punitive laws, said Assembly Member Reginald Byron Jones Sawyer Sr., Democrat, Los Angeles, who served on the California Reparations Task Force. The problem is, who else in the state of California was there? This man, Governor Newsom, speaks for all old faiths in California. He speaks for the police in Los Angeles County. He speaks for the police in Oakland. Does he speak for those who are on neighborhood block associations who keep Black folks out of their neighborhoods? Does he speak for white Hollywood, who's consistently getting Black bodies on casting couches with Diddy and oil and lube? Do he speak for them? Does he speak for the judges? Does he speak for the former DAs like Kamala Harris, who says she won't do anything just for Black people? This is what I'm trying to figure out here. Who is he speaking for in this letter? Now, notice how these melanated, these black politicians spoke on reparations. He didn't say none of that shit. He didn't say it at all. No, he didn't say that. He said making amends. Making amends. Y'all put this shit in here to talk about reparations and reparation bills and studying. This old Faye didn't say that. But you speak for the old Faye. See what I keep telling y'all, how black politicians and black entrepreneurs and black clergy are quick to speak for the old Faye when old Faye ain't say nothing like that. Let's see some of the key bills. Addressing food and medical deserts. SB 1089 by Senator Lola Smallwood Cuevas requires grocery stores and pharmacies to provide advance notice to the community and workers before closures, helping to address food deserts that disproportionately affect communities of color. So you get a notice now before we close. Potential Grounds LLC, much appreciation for the super chat. Our government teamed with Italian, French, and Turkish mobs for heroin to destroy black communities is evidence of why black people should be given reparations. Okay. Yeah, okay, no doubt. Yeah. But they ain't giving it to you, so what? Now what? The mob got money. They put their kids into law schools. They took over construction with that same money. And they straight now. They ain't giving it to you. You know what they gave you? Gangster movies that black people emulated. Yeah. With that same French and Italian and Turkish mobs, they gave you Frank Lucas. They gave you Nicky Barnes. Yeah, they gave you that. That's about it. That's about it. So the government said, yeah, you could have that. Remember Wu Gambinos and all that. They gave you something to gravitate to idolize, tricking you, thinking you that criminality was the same as revolutionary work. So yeah, y'all got that. Y'all got that. That's what they gave you. So you ain't getting no reparations. We gave you black Hollywood. We let you emulate Hollywood. Okay? Let's continue, because this addressing food and medical deserts, that bill, here, we getting ready to close. Here's a letter notifying you that we closing. Let's move on. Strengthening protections against discrimination. AB 1815 by Assembly Member Dr. Akila Weber. Democrat San Diego clarifies that race includes traits associated with race, such as hair texture, protective hairstyles, providing stronger protections against discrimination. That don't sound like no reparations to me. That don't sound like no funds. But we're going to continue. Combating maternal health disparities. AB 2319 by Assembly Member Lori Wilson, Democrat, Suisun City. Suisun? How you say that? Suisun City? Requires hospitals to report compliance information and authorizes the Attorney General to enforce against hospitals that are out of compliance with existing law requiring why they write it like that? Perinatal healthcare workers to complete anti-bias trainings. Anti-bias trainings. You know what anti-bias trainings usually consist of? Don't treat niggas like that. Okay, we won't. That's anti-bias training. When they come in, who do you see? I see nigger. No, you don't see nigger. You see black person. Oh, okay. Don't treat them like that. Okay. That's anti-bias training. Does nothing for what's in their heart. Does nothing for how they're going to manifest. They just smile and be what you call passive aggressive. Though up in here, they still believe what they believe. But now eyes are watching. That's what anti-bias training is. I know I've been through several. Yeah. I've been through several with hospitals, health and hospitals. I've been through several with anti-gun violence work. I've been through several with educators in the Department of Education and in the work, right? Yeah. Any training that has that language in it. They want people to be as anti-bias in the front as they can be. Police get those trainings too, but they still go out there and shoot unarmed black folk. Okay? Okay, so, yeah. That don't sound like no reparations. That ain't monetary reparations. That ain't no repairing. But the California Black Caucus smiled with this dude, right? With the letter, like they did something. Okay, let's go on. Increasing access to literature in prisons. AB 1986 by Assembly Member Isaac Bryan, Democrat, Los Angeles, mandates the Office of the Inspector General to post and review the list of banned books in state prisons, promoting access to literature for incarcerated individuals. As a formerly incarcerated person who had plenty of books in there, again, I don't know. I do know one thing. New York State, the state of Illinois, and the state of California mirror each other in a lot of ways with laws and definitely with the correctional institutions, right? Mirror. We the only 3 states that have conjugal visits and all that. Only states that I know that have law libraries in there. As long as you got a law library, you don't need no other damn book. I tell you that right now. But books are frequently passed through, okay? I mean, as conscious and as woke as my people were in the home, right? I didn't learn about George and Jonathan Jackson until my first bid. I was flawed. I asked my parents, like, what the hell's the matter with you? Got books on Malcolm, you have books on Asada, you have books on Huey, you have books. I read all this before I was in high school. Soul on Ice, everything. But y'all didn't have Blood in My Eye and Soul of Dad Brother in the house. I was flawed. I was flawed. So I can understand this right here, but what are the list of the banned books? I would love to know, because most of the books that's in the system already, please, those books put you light years ahead. So I don't know what banned books they're talking about, but that's for the individuals that's in prison. That ain't no reparations. That ain't no reparations. Let's go to the next one. Formally apologizing for slavery. AB 3089 by Assembly Member Reginald Byron Jones Sawyer Sr., Democrat, Los Angeles, affirms California's recognition of the harms caused by chattel slavery and issues a formal apology, which will be memorialized with a plaque in the state capitol. So instead of getting reparations, they gave y'all a plaque. That sounds like a record deal situation. Instead of giving them their royalties, instead of giving them their mechanicals, instead of giving them the money that they get from these platinum records, they give them a plaque. Here, put this in your house. Here, here's a Grammy. Yeah, here you go. That don't sound like reparations. You got a plaque. in a letter. But a lot of dudes that talked that shit to me told me they was going to get it. Yeah, the FBAs. Yeah, no. The 80 or y'all said that these bills, that this movement begging these old fays for some bread was going to happen. Never put a dollar amount on it. Never said anything about if it don't happen, what they was prepared to do. Had to delete family members, block family members for believing in this meatball shit. A plaque. You ain't getting financial nothing. They don't have it. Let's continue. Addressing employment discrimination, preschool access, and college and career financial aid. Additional CLBC measures the governor signed into law will address unemployment discrimination, provide more opportunities for child care providers to become CA state preschool contractors, increase college and career financial support for foster youth, and increase foster youth financial support. Additionally, with SB 1348, the state is establishing the designation of California Black Serving Institutions to recognize higher education campuses that excel in providing resources and support to Black students. Listen, I don't know what y'all hearing, what y'all reading. All that shit they've been saying since the 80s, 90s. They saying all that while they just building Silicon Valley and taking other resources and giving it to everybody else that come through. This migrant gonna come through. That individual gonna come through. Where we going at? Where's the bread? Where's the study of how much? Because I already told all of you, there is no dollar amount for the loss of just one life. Just one. Do you understand that? I want you to have a concept of what the universe is. The universe. I want you to understand what it means to be born, to bring life. Born is to be. You understand that? Being born mentally as well as physically. Born is to be. So you come from the universe. The universe is composed in a scientific mathematical equation of plus and minuses. You travel through the universe and become a mentality, and through that you are born. You come through. Do you understand that? You get here as a melanated individual, powerful. And an Ofe takes you from your mother's womb, rips you out, stomps on you. Buck breaks your fathers by the millions, and consistently through a piece of paper and a pen. Say you're 3/5 of a man, you're not equal, you can't vote, you can't drink water here, you can't use the bathroom here, consistently through an institution for years. And you think they could repay you for just one of those lives? Then you're not woke, you're not conscious, you don't understand it. Not one hair should have been harmed of us. Not one hair. They did it to millions, and still to this day. Elijah McClain was a lynching. George Floyd was a lynching. Still to this day, they lynch our black students' minds in their educational system. They take away black melanated women, hearts and souls in their institutions of religion, worshiping false shit. And you mean to tell me they could pay you for that? Nah, they can't pay me shit. Not at all. Bleed out, bastard. Off yourself. Japanese style, however you want to do it. Ofe, that's how you pay. That's how you repay. Simple as that. Can't pay me. Ain't no dollar amount. None. So I don't know what they doing. I don't know what they doing. I don't know what they doing. But in that, now I see, right, what David Banner was saying. Though I don't agree with his statement, right? And I really do. Because here's why. In his latest statement, and this video is moving and getting motion, that David Banner said that we, as black folk, melanated people, consistently get the treatment that we get because we won't die for anything. And our enemies know that. And it sounded slick. It sounded slick because this is not the first time he said it. And this is not the first time people have this mentality. I don't have that mentality. If you're new to me, you're going to know this right now. I don't believe that because black people die all the time. Yeah, black people die all the time. They're willing to do that. We've seen that. We've seen Martin do it. We've seen Medgar Evers do it. We've seen Malcolm X do it. We see people in the hood willing to die every day. We see dudes spinning the block. People don't understand that prison is a slow death. We see people go to prison on the regular. Man, fuck that, I'm lit. Lose their mind, ready to crash out. And get 30 years in jail. Our people are willing to die. Yeah, been doing that. Anytime you can pop a pill and somebody say it may be laced with Fenty, you eating them like gummy bears. You willing to die. Molly, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Molly, yeah. Man, that's the first time I said that tonight. From that way, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Our people willing to die, David Banner. They are. They do it every day, effortlessly, without effort, without thought. They go and they abuse their children's mother, take her out, take themselves out. They willing to do that all the time, right? And he said we have to organize and be ready to do that. And I say, nah, man, that's the mentality that got us here. Our people are not ready to do the opposite. Our people are not ready to take out our enemy. They're not ready. They're not organized. They're not thinking. They're ready to die. They're not ready to kill. That's the difference. They've been dying at the hands of their enemy since we've been here. They ain't ready to do that. They're not ready to Nat Turner it. Do you understand? Hey, Ghost, much appreciation. Salute funding the war effort. They not ready to do that. They're not plotting. They don't have the concept in their mind. They can't conceptualize life without the old faith. They don't conceptualize a government without the old faith. They haven't been taught and conditioned to be extremely militant. That is what they're not willing to do, David Banner. Yeah, we see it. Y'all still getting lynched in Mississippi. You understand? There's a different mentality when it comes to liberation. Anybody could say I'm willing to die. That's easy. That's light work. Light work. They crash out all the time. You dig what I'm saying? But how many Michael Johnsons did we build? How many? I'll wait. How many of y'all even know and remember who he was? You see what I'm saying? There's a different mentality that we have to put into our babies. And you can only do that by taking the time. You can only do that by making sure your anger, your rage is managed. And when it's time to unleash, you dig, is war in the shadows. Again, I only let y'all know a third of who I am and what I know on here. Okay? Sometimes you gotta listen a little deeper. I'm throwing things at you. Listen a little deeper so you know who I be. Okay. All right? So, y'all think he said something slick. I'm telling you, I beg to differ. But I like him. I like the brother. Keep doing what you're doing. They ain't ready for me yet, though. Nah. Y'all ain't seen shit like me in a long time. Yeah. Nah. Let's move on. Last segment of class, because I done gave y'all, we had 102 minutes. Damn. I'll be working. Yeah, I'll be working. Unappreciated, but I still get it in. Last and not least. Last and not least. And I hate to be, how should I word this? Selective. Let me say that. I don't want to be selective and kind of not speak to certain people. But this is just for New York. I'm going to keep it 1,000. The rest of y'all can keep your ears open should you want to. And if you want to, you may exit right now. But this is straight for New Yorkers, New York basketball fans, New York Knicks fans. I'm done. I was never brought up and raised to be a Knicks fan. I really wasn't. When I came up, man, I was looking at Dr. J. I thought Dr. J was all that. Tyrone, salute, much appreciation for funding the war effort. I thought Doc was all that. So I was a Philly fan. And boo-hooed and cried my eyes out as a young man when Doc retired. I seen the Fist to Save Pittsburgh about 30 times. Listen, man, went from Doc, I ain't bullshitting, to Charles Barkley, to Derek Coleman, to Allen Iverson. You could not get me. I don't care if we had Bernard King, Michael Ray Richardson, all that. I was not no Knicks fan at all. I grew an appreciation for the Knicks during the Ewing years. Because I just, man, never forgot, though, what they did to Mark Jackson. And I always kept that in the back of my head because every year they did the same stupid ass shit. New York front office don't care anything about New York basketball. The fans, nothing. They don't give a damn. So they never built a team of people from New York that have pride in the city. No. So I rocked with everybody else. Shit, even in Jordan era. I wasn't like, I loved Mike. I wasn't rocking with him. No, I stood with Philly. Left Philly when they got rid of AI. That was it. I was done. But through the years, I'm telling you, I had a strong appreciation for Pat Ewing, Mason, Oakley, man, even Derek Harper, H2O when they got Allen Houston, Spree, all that. Shit, even liked it when they bought Steph Starbury. Starkey Love and all that. But I wasn't a fan. Do you understand what I'm saying? My thing is, let me see. So, over the last few years, though, I was rocking with, I'm not going to hold you. Secretly, I'm looking and peeking like, yeah, the Knicks, man, yeah. But I seen it. I was behind the wall. I seen grown men cry, literally. You doing 10, 15, 20 years in jail. You don't give a damn about that. You eating that, but if the Knicks is on and they losing and they doing some dumb shit, man, I seen dudes cry. I seen dudes bet 30 boxes of butter cookies on the Knicks. Playoff time, no lose it all. I done seen it, man. Knicks fans lose their damn heart. I done seen motherfuckers catch a damn stroke messing with them damn Knicks. As soon as we think that this shit was going to happen, and I'm telling you, last year I thought it was going to happen. Man, you should have seen me in this house, man. I'm telling you. I'm like, yeah, Knicks is getting ready to get the chip. Damn it. Magical shit going on the court. Yeah, man. And then, last night, once again, they do the dumbest shit. Unconscionable shit. And I'm like, yo, what is really good? So from this day forth, I'm telling you, middle finger the Knicks. Middle finger the Knicks, man. The Knicks, if you ain't aware, and if you from New York and you done moved out of town and y'all not keeping up with sports or whatever, the Knicks made a trade. They traded Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo for bum-ass cat Carl Anthony Towns. Are you serious? I'm done. It is no way. Listen, man. If you in big cities, if you in major markets, you can't be bringing no soft-ass dudes to the town. They trolling. Got to be. The New York Knicks front office is trolling, man. They trolling. They trolling the town right now, man. Because after we saw what we saw last year, to do this shit, to bring this big 7'2" donut, this soft in the middle ass dude to the town, when y'all was finally playing Knicks basketball. Yo, I'm telling you, if Julius Randle did not get hurt, man, rough defense, dudes, men on the court doing it. You bring this bubblegum ass dude? Oh my goodness. Dudes was just on him all last year. Do you know how many memes I saw of this fruitcake? This taffy? This bozo? Y'all bring him to the town? Nix is done. Done. Forever. For me, I don't want no parts of it. None. 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 And I'm telling y'all right now, if you from New York, and I mean my native New Yorkers know what the hell I'm talking about. The first day, this big 7-foot ass is on Christopher Street in a pair of goddamn poom shorts, y'all gonna see that they trolling y'all, man. Y'all gonna see it. Yeah, y'all bring it. Gonna be on Christopher Street and all that running around. Cause I don't care who he with. And he bring that little thotty to the town. Oh man. When I tell you, dudes is gonna be on them cheeks, it is what it is. He not gonna be focused on no basketball. New York is where it's at. It's gonna test you. There has not been a superstar of any sport in New York City, and ain't from New York, that hasn't been tested. You gonna get tested. I hope he don't come here and start motherfucking hanging out. I'm telling you right now, New York is a city, man. You got to be built for it, man. I'm telling you, man. You got to be running around here like LT. Yeah. You got to be built like that. LT was a stone cold custody crackhead. Smoking, get on the field. You don't care. Don't care how many times he got arrested. Don't care how many cars he crashed. Don't care how many times. He was a crackhead and made it happen. If you don't have that in you, you done. You done in the city. You got this dude that's going to be on Christopher Street looking for Fuddruckers and all that old weird shit. You think he going to be coming? You really think that he going to be able to play night in and night out in a Knicks uniform? Talk about how you think he could talk to New York press like that? Every time they throw the mic in his face? This dude, this bagel? I'm done. I'm done. As soon as his broad get here, everybody. I know Cam and Mace like this. I know Cam and Mace like they waiting for this Jordan chick to come through to the town. Yeah, as soon as she appear on the Breakfast Club or whatever they do, Hot 97 or Angela Yee, Cam and Mace is on her. I know Cam on her. I know for a fact the town gonna be on her. Yeah. And from around the town gonna be on him too. Cause they gonna try. You come through here and you ain't got no bass in your voice, them Christopher Street dudes gonna be on you. And what we gonna get? Nothing. The Knicks gonna be getting losses. Back and forth, back and forth. Because y'all bring this soft in the middle who don't want to play in the middle ass dude here. So yeah, nah, we ain't feeling that. Not feeling it at all whatsoever. I'm so mad this guy. I ain't even call my cousins, man. I called Will and Reg, who were dedicated, lifelong Knicks fans. I call them. They ain't even call me. I know they disgusted with it. They probably drinking right now. Will and Reg, man, I know they tight. I know it. I know it. They mad as hell. And I know some of them, because we got some East New York people who ain't Knicks fans. They rock with Boston and all these others. Andre Prince, I'm calling you out right here. Right here. Laugh. Send me a DM or call me anything, and I'm telling you, I'm going to come to VA and put foot right in your... Man, don't call me giggling and laughing and all that. I'm telling you right now, Dre. Yeah, I'll be on the first thing smoking. Yeah, I'll take the Chinese bus. rough you up. You know how me and you get. Yeah, my little brother. Get to punching you all upside your temple. It ain't funny. This ain't funny at all. Okay? And on that note, it's almost 8 o'clock. And I'm hot and bothered. I ain't eat. It is what it is. Man, listen. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. We gonna win. Everybody going through a lot. And even though it's a small lot, it can get heavy. If you need, reach out, man. Old Face get counseling on a regular. Keep them balanced. Reach out. If you up under the wing already, book your sessions. Okay? Man, I don't care if he's Dominican. I don't care what he is. He ain't New York. He ain't built like that. Nigga got cotton candy in his ankles. He ain't built like that. So listen. All right? Come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be safe out there. Get to where you're going and get back. I don't care if you're going to Target. Get your ass back home. Follow the plan. Oh, I'm going to Target to get this and that. Then that's what you do. You ain't there to be beefing with nobody on the road. You ain't there to be beefing with nobody in the store. Get home. You understand what I'm saying? Get home. All right? Classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down once again. Another class under the books. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure you get them people 55 C-Blades. Whoever ain't been coming to class, get their ass 55s. All right? You dig what I'm saying? To everybody who funded the war effort, much appreciation. If you didn't fund the war effort, much appreciation for you too, coming through and all that. Keep thinking you're slick and getting some free education. It ain't, because I'm in your mind. Trust and believe that. You dig? Truth, lady. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. No, Derek. We ain't retiring him. We ain't retire his broad, though. Yeah. Yeah. My man, Derek over there. What up, T? All right? Y'all can do it. Remain militant. Okay? There's nothing that they built. There's nothing that they moving that we cannot destroy and overcome. Trust that. I done seen it. I done seen old Faze on their knees begging. We can do it. It's all about organizing and remaining militant. Okay? That's right, D. Can't withstand. I just said that D can't withstand the media. No, they put the microphones in his face. He done. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, 55 gang. Yo, man, 55 gang. Y'all get on my damn nerves. 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.